Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's workshop. We're calling it Social Selling Simplified, Leveraging AI to Boost Your Online Presence. My name is Michelle Harris, and I am the host today for this workshop. I'm partnered with RUBI AI. RUBI is the platform we're going to be featuring today as we teach you the different topics that we're going to be going through. RUBI is a relational AI program. Basically, what that means is the more you use RUBI, the more she gets to know you, and the more you're going to love what RUBI can do for you. Today, we're going to talk about 3 topics: creating 30 days of content, transforming company PDFs into social media and evergreen content, and social media audits. So I have 2 AI strategists joining me today, Heidi Wild and Pam Brill, and you're going to hear from them in just a little bit. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen. The first thing we're going to talk about is creating the 30 days of targeted topics. So you know that feeling. We all have been there in social selling. When you are running a business and you're posting on social media, you have those moments where you literally are just staring at a blank screen. You have no clue what you're going to post. I like to call that content paralysis. And sometimes that paralysis can hit me for a day. Sometimes it can hit me for a week. And I have been known to shut down for even months because I just get so overwhelmed with what I want to post. I just stop. So we're going to change all that for you today. We're going to talk about how you can create 30 days of content based on your niche topics, and then how to streamline that workflow through a Google Sheet and a Trello. So the first thing I have up on the screen here is a prompt that I use to create my 5 core topics I'm going to talk about. So let's talk about 2 things first before we dive into this prompt. One, with RUBI AI, you never have long prompts that you have to come up with like you do with ChatGPT and other programs. RUBI has pre-prompts built into it, and it makes it super easy to do. 2, when it comes to your core topics, I'm doing 5 topics today. I'm showing you how I do it because I simply have my hand in a lot of cookie jars and I want to be authentic on social media so people can see the real me. If you do a micro niche account, you certainly can use less and just do that. Or if you just want to focus on 3 niche topics, that's fine. There's no rhyme or reason to this I'm going to show you. You're just seeing an example of using 5. I want you to imagine you have gone to a coffee shop. Let's just imagine right now your favorite coffee shop. You've ordered your favorite cup of coffee. You're sitting down, and your new friend Ruby comes and sits down at the table with you. And Ruby says, "So, Susie, tell me about yourself." You're going to tell Ruby all the things that you love, anywhere from business to your personal life, things that you're passionate about. If you want to include family, you can. Some people don't like including family now. That's fine. You can include pets, whatever it is, just do it. So I have here, if you want to screenshot this, I have the basic prompt at the top. Create a personal brand for me, including 5 core topics to post about on social media. Now introduce yourself. That's where you're going to put in, just as you would be sitting across the table from Ruby. You can see in the example, I put in the different things that I'm doing, that I'm partnered with RUBI. It has network marketing and affiliate marketing. I'm a founder of a business. I have that in there. I help midlife women because I am a midlife woman now. Help leverage AI to find their target audience, building personal brands, so on. I'm not going to read the whole thing. These are my 5 things. So to do your 5 topics, I'm just going to simply copy that. And now let's go into RUBI. I'm going to go into what we call IntelliChat. IntelliChat for us, if you click on this, you'll see we actually have 10 different chats that you can choose from. We even have on our platform the Chat GPTs, we have the Cohairs, we have the different Claudes, and we have the Geminis. I'm going to work today out of the Claude Sonnet program simply because I like the output it gives me for finding my topics and for this 30-day output. So I'm going to just cut in here and let's see what RUBI gives me for recommended core topics. All right, see how fast that was? So just that quickly from just giving an introduction, RUBI's recommended AI-powered personal branding, midlife mindset mastery, faith-driven entrepreneurship, AI digital collective empowering the midlife woman, and network and affiliate marketing strategies. Now that I have these 5 core topics, the next step is to go back over here where I have these. Normally you would just be typing it in there, but I've prepared these ahead of time for you just so you can see the flow. If you'd want to screenshot this, this is going to create a 30-day output, and it's going to create it where you can do columns so it will easily copy and paste into a Google Sheet. So the first part of this, I have some blanks where you'll fill in your blanks. My 5 core topics are, and you can list them out. Then I tell RUBI, create a 30-day content calendar. I want the cadence. Cadence simply means how you want RUBI to prepare this output for you. So I want 1 post a day. I want it in a tabular format with columns, including the date, the topic, a hook, a content idea, a call to action, and a suggested image. Sometimes if you're doing reels, the suggested image won't matter. Sometimes you're just going to be doing a picture of yourself, but sometimes you may want to create an image or even create like a graphic in Canva to use with it. I put in here, do not include lead magnet as options. If you use lead magnets, you don't have to put this in here. Right now, I am not using lead magnets, so I did not want RUBI to give those options. Then I have no markdowns. So markdowns is simply the way most AI platforms give you your output. I think it's a cleaner look when you don't have the markdown, so I asked RUBI not to do it. And then begin calendar on in whatever date you're going to do. So let's cut and paste my example. We're going to go back into RUBI. I've put it in here, and watch how fast she's going to give me 30 days of content. So you can have, if you don't want each of these items in here, you just take out the parts that you don't want. I don't always use the content. I don't always take the call to action because I have my little cheat sheets that I use. So you can do as little or as much as you want when you do your output. So the next step, you have this. At this point, I don't even read it. I take it and I copy it. If you click this little button down here, it'll copy it. And I take it right over to a spreadsheet, and you can see that I've already done one. So you would copy it into the spreadsheet here. Once you copy it into the spreadsheet, you can highlight this. Here, we'll just show it. Highlight just this first cell. Take it all the way down, because all of your information is in your A column, even though it is spread all the way out. I'm going to now copy it from here. Now I'm going to take you in and give you a sneak peek to my Trello board. So I have mine set up. I call it the bank. I have my hooks from Coach Brian Fry. I'll give him a plug here. I love the hooks that he has. I have pre-done hashtags and SEO keywords, and I have them for each one. Well, here, I'll click on it. Each one of my topics, so I can just use those on repeat. I keep my 6 main topics. I have 6 that I'm working out of now. 6 topics. I keep them here so I can go back. I use story prompts from Jordan Dooley because she just has them lined out. It's so easy to create stories. Then October IG posts. Here's all of my IG posts that I'm doing and IG stories that I'm building out for each. Now, I choose to only do one working column because I have the less is more philosophy on this. So I run my business in IG. So I build it out as IG post here. Then I can also use the same information if I want to, whether I'm doing a reel or a carousel in IG, whether you're going to build out a story, whether you're going to do a written Facebook post. If you're on LinkedIn, you can use all of this to create whatever platform you're going to be on. But let me show you real quick the coolest trick, and I'm going to give Pam Brill credit due for this. When you click add card and you copy all of that information in here, when you click add card here, it's going to ask you if you want to add just one card or create 31 cards. And I'm going to create 31. So just like that, if I had not been doing all of this talking and teaching in less than 2 minutes, you would have your 31 days of content done for the month of October. And you see it's in here. You can go in and out. You can build your content here ahead of time. So when you click in here, this is what Ruby output was. You can build your content right here. You can build out as much as you want to, because then once it's already in here, you just have to cut and paste it as you're building, whether you're building your roles, your reels, or written post or whatever. You can cut and paste right into your social media platform. To take it one step further, once you have these in here, you can cut and paste these and come back into Ruby. And I just want to show you real quick, if we go back to the main screen, I'm going to click on what we call modules. Ruby has 150 pre-built modules in different categories. But I'm going to show you just the social media one, since that's what we're talking about right now, is social media. So if you look here, there is a module for anything and everything that you could possibly want to build on social media. There's a total of 24 modules specific to social media. And some of the Pam and Heidi are going to go into the modules and show you how they work in a little bit. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what that actually looks like. So this gives you your 30 days of content. Again, super fast to do. Once you do it, I do mine the last week of every month. It sets me up for the next month. I cannot tell you what a stress reliever it is as a social seller to not have to go every single day and try to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I now build out anywhere from 2 to 4 posts at a time, and then I just rock and roll in my week. And you know what that gives you? It gives you time freedom. That time freedom can be used for other things that can be income opportunities in your business, or it can be time that you're spent with your spouse or your kids, or doing a hobby that you love. That's what the beauty is of building out these 30-day topics ahead of time. Now I'm going to kick it over to Heidi, and Heidi is going to show you how you take all of those PDFs that you get from your company and how you can use those.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. That was amazing. And it's so simple to use Ruby for so many things. So I am going to share my screen now. And I'm going to show you a little bit about IntelliChat and how, if we're in a product-based company, that you can attach a PDF to some of our chats, and you can create content and blogs and things like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you that we have workspaces where you can organize your content. So I have some workspaces that I will show you. I put content in so I can organize it. So this is my Ruby demo workspace. My project is Demo with Newbies, and I'm going to go into IntelliChat. We talked a little bit about that earlier. And as you can see, we have 10 models. You can even make one a default model. And how do you know which one to use? Well, Ruby has a Learn More where you can see a video, but also the chat models and what the best use cases are for these models. And you can also try them out and see which ones you like. So some of these models have different capabilities. So if you see these little icons right here, they show the capabilities of visioning and anchoring. And today we're going to talk about anchoring. And when you can anchor something, you open this up because I'm going to use Sonnet and I'm going to anchor a PDF. So when I go to my anchoring tab, I can upload it from my computer, a PDF, or I can anchor a URL, a Facebook, a landing page, or something like that. So today we're going to look at a product called Accelerate Stack 3. So when I click on it, I've already uploaded these. As you can see, some of them are comp plans. You can also upload data, spreadsheets, analyze sales trends and things like that. And you can reference, anchor it so that whatever you create in Ruby will reference this particular file that you have anchored. So I could use a persona, which Pam's going to talk about in a few minutes. But right now, I'm going to simply anchor this PDF. It's a product PDF, and I'm going to say in chat, give me the benefits of this product. And I'll say what it is. Accelerate Stack 3. And why I should buy it. That's it. Give me the benefits. So it's going to look at this PDF and it's going to give me the benefits. It gives me the ingredients, the serving size. It also will give me the disclaimer. So you can always know that your content is not going to make any medical claims if your PDF has that. So let's look at it and say, based on the provided document, here are the key benefits. Comprehensive weight management, designed to help achieve health and wellness goals, may help reduce sugar cravings, combination of 4 powerful ingredients. It gives me the ingredients, multiple health benefits. Wow, right? That's all I did was I attached the PDF and I asked for, in my chat, the benefits. So what else can I do? I can look at one of the many modules. There's 150 plus pre-built. So you don't have to be a prompt engineer or a techie or anything like that. And let's look at the product one. There's a couple called product descriptions, product analysis. Let's look at the product description. So now I could say, okay, what is my product? My product is called Accelerate Stack 3. My product information is benefits and ingredients that help with, I don't know, weight management. I don't know much about this product, but I know that that's what it does. How it helps 40 to 65-year-old women, because maybe that's my target, right? So I'll add that. And all I'm doing is I'm generating, I've attached this, so I'm anchoring it, and it references, are you a woman, 40 to 65? So you can use this content for a lot of different things. It's all interchangeable. Wow. So it's giving me the benefits and ingredients of this product that I've anchored. And it's asking me, unlock your body's potential at any age. You woman 40 to 65 looking to reclaim your youthful energy, figure, look no further. Wow, embrace the power of nature's finest ingredients. And it's giving me what it does. Your journey to a slimmer, more confident you starts here. Ready to transform your life. Wow. So that's one thing. And I'm keeping it in the same chat. If I were going to change topic, I would go to a new chat. But right now, I'm using the same product and I'm just doing different things. So I'm using my same chat. So let's write social media posts. So as you saw, Michelle showed you there's several different modules under social media. These are collections. And this one is the one I'm going to use, the social media posts. But it has schedules and you can do comments, create a comment, respond to a comment, all kinds of cool things. All right, so what do I want to do for a one-shot social media post? So I'm going to, let's see, target 40 to 65-year-old women who want to feel amazing. Maybe give me a hook, content, and call to action from X. Get this product right away. Maybe why women this age would want to use, want to buy. And then I'll write no markdown because as we talked about, sometimes AI does the markdown thing where it gives you punctuations and stuff. All right, here we go. With it, now you can use a module, you cannot use a module, but I use the social media module. Attention, fabulous ladies, 40 to 65. You ready to feel amazing? So it gives me the hook, it gives me emojis, it gives me hashtags, my call to action and whatnot, and reduce fine lines and wrinkles, da, da, da. So I can also do a blog. Let's go to a blog. Now I'm going to do a one-shot blog post. I'm going to write a blog on benefits of Accelerate staff. Ruby doesn't mind if you misspell. Benefits of it and ingredients. All right, so now it's going to give me a blog. So here are all the ingredients within this product based on the file that is attached to it. Now I can take this and I can copy it. I can move it into Spy and Ghost, which we can talk about at a future event, but this is, you can see if you've plagiarized, you can see how AI you sound, you can see if you have how readable your content is. You can rewrite it in our Ghost feature, but look at this. This is really cool. Unlock the potential, the benefits of Stack 3 talks about the body, explosive energy and focus, contains a unique blend of energy boosting ingredients. So think about what perhaps your product is, your service, that you can put on a PDF and anchor it. Now I could do a lot of different things continuing here. I'm going to just stop here because Ruby, we could spend all day with a lot of modules and content creating here, but I wanted to give you the gist of how you can anchor it, all the different module, all the different models that you can use, and whether you use modules or not, these chats do a lot of cool things. They're all current. They're always being added based on what's new, because our owner, Robert Sacco, was always very on top of what's out there. So this Ruby is a one-stop shop, and this is just a taste of what Ruby can do in terms of that. So I am going to stop my screen share, and thank you so much. I'm going to bring it over to the amazing Pam Brill to finish us out. Thank you.
Hey, friends. Yes, my name is Pam Frill, and I am one of the many leaders here with Ruby. So what I'm going to show you today, and you've heard a couple references to it, is the personify. So what is that, right? We've heard lots of talk about this feature in Ruby, but personify is target audience, right? We all know how critical it is to know who we're talking to with our messaging. So we can create 30 days of content. We can upload a company PDF, which is like dropping a fire in the comments. If you were blown away at how simply and how quickly you can create 30 days of content how you can take your company's information, but then make it your own, right? So when we have all of that, the really pretty bow on top of that is knowing who you're talking to. So they have thought of everything with Ruby. And one of the proprietary features of Ruby is Personify. So this is how you figure out your target audience. And there's several ways we can do that. I'm going to show you a couple. Okay. First, I need to move all of us out of the way. Okay, here we go. All right, so over here on the side, you're going to see, this is the home screen when you hit Ruby, but down here, you're going to see a tab called Personify. And you can see I have multiple personas in here, okay? Now, there's several ways to come to create a persona. What I'm going to show you is the social media way, because we want you to know how simple it is to really vet out on your socials who you're talking to. Are you actually talking to the audience that you intended to? So I'm going to show you a couple. We have a couple volunteers, and there's a few ways we can do this. We can do it from a URL, or we can create it right from their social. You can use TikTok, X, Facebook, or Instagram. So I have an Instagram profile here, and I am going to create a persona. Now, this is going to take a couple minutes to build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to this next tab, and I'm going to show you what is going to populate. You're going to see that once this populates, and the reason it does take a few minutes is it is literally extracting and looking at your social media account and looking at everything that you've posted to create a summary of who you are talking to based on your past posts. So with this persona, this Instagram handle, this is what we have come up with. You get 4 descriptions to choose from. So what you're going to do is select the one that is most relatable to who you actually do want to connect with. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to select description 1, which is a health conscious woman in her 30s or 40s who is struggling with stress, hormone imbalance, fatigue, weight gain, all of the things that every woman on this call can relate to. So let's hit continue. And what this is going to do, this is going to build out your avatar, your personal target audience. So while that's building, I am then going to go over here. I've already done this, and this is what is going to show up once it is done. So I've named this Christine based on the Instagram that we used, and it is pulling out from everything that she's posted, the demographics. So with the content that we have available, she is speaking to the 30 to 40-year-olds, 41 to 50 as a secondary. So she touches on that, right? Primarily female, middle income. Here's the education, occupation, family, location. Okay. Now here's where it gets really cool. Not only does it reach the demographics, but the psychographics. This is, in my opinion, one of the most critical aspects of our persona. And this is what really sets Ruby apart is when you are manually creating your target audience, your ideal avatar, it's really hard to quickly niche down and understand who you're talking to get the details that we're looking at this quick, literally, because I know that I have done it and I'm sure many of you have. It can take hours and hours to do what we are seeing right now in a few minutes. So based on this social, the traits are organized, driven, health conscious. They value work-life balance, health. They are active, mindful. They are motivated to manage their stress. They want to boost energy, and they want to improve their well-being. So that's what motivates them. Now, here are some of the challenges and the pain points, right? We learn through our journey through social selling and learning and growing that it is important to speak to the challenges and the pain points of your target audience so that you have a connection with them. And this is where Ruby stands out with this Personify to really niche down and give you the exact challenges and pain points of Christine's target audience, which is chronic stress, hormone imbalance, lack of energy, right? Now, what are the goals and aspirations? Where do they want to be? They're at the pain point, right? Their journey is through chronic stress and hormonal balance, but they desire to achieve work-life balance, to improve their overall health, and to boost productivity. So those are really, really important aspects of your target audience. Now, how do they buy? This is important, right? You want to make sure that you are touching on how they buy so that they potentially buy from you. Buy your supplements, buy your course, buy your program. So with this one, they like to research. They value quality over quantity, and they seek personalized solutions. Now, what else is important? Media consumption, because this is where they're hanging out. This tells you what type of content that your target audience likes to take in. Online blogs and articles like Heidi just showed us the blogs, health and wellness podcasts, social media for inspiration. Michelle showed us, the 30 days to quickly create 30 days of content that will relate to this target audience. And this is some of their technical use. Okay. So that's one that I want to show you. Now let's show you another one here. So this was out of the way. This was this is from a Facebook profile. So this is using a social Facebook profile. This is Kathy. So this is another health conscious individual, ages 45 to 54. And the same thing. Look at the descriptions on this. This tells me that she has some really good content out there. It's really pulling in details of her target audience. Normally, you would be able to, because if you were doing this individually, we would go into depth and read these and select which one was closest to who you want to reach. But for the sake of this, we're going to just select one and hit continue. So the same thing is going to happen that I just showed you. It is going to create that persona. So I'm going to go back here to this one. And what I want to show you is how we can take everything right here, including the voice, which is how your audience wants you to speak to them, and the tone, right? So that when we're creating content, you can speak in the tone and in the voice, so that you can relate to them and connect with them more. So one really cool thing that you can do is export this into a PDF so that you can see really quickly in a snapshot, all on one page, everything that your persona is. And I'm going to just pull this up for you. Could I get a thumbs up if you can see this? Perfect. So this is a PDF of the persona that we ran. It's giving us a beautiful description. It's giving us a list of the demographics, a list of the psychographics, and a list of the pain points. Okay. Which is very, very cool. So every single person, like I love running this on like a quarterly basis to make sure that I am staying on point. Okay. So you can see that I have multiple personas that I can pull from, and you can name it whatever you want. And it gives us all the information here is exactly what I pulled up on the PDF. Okay. Now, why do I have so many? A couple of tips, and then I'm going to show you how we can wrap this all up to take what I'm doing into what Michelle did earlier. But if you are on social media and you are maybe struggling with your target audience and you relate to someone, maybe it's an influencer, maybe it's a coach, whomever it is, maybe it's a business partner, and you're like, that is exactly like they're speaking how I want to speak. They are speaking to my target audience. You can actually run there. Like, I don't know how many people like know Brody or Bob Heilig. I ran their socials because I like the way that they speak, right? I like the verbiage that they are using on social media. So I wanted to create a profile, a persona, so that I could speak to that target audience. Okay. So it's not just your social, you can run other people's social that you relate with. Okay. All right. Now I want to go over to back to Ruby. So earlier, Michelle showed us how she took a longer prompt and it had create a personal brand for me, including 5 core topics to post about on social media. And then it was describe yourself, right? Tell us a little bit about yourself, right? So now that we have a persona, I can select a persona. I'm going to use one. I'm going to use Kathy that we just did. Now I don't have to create the rest of that prompt. I can just put in this very simple sentence. I can pick the voice. I want to be approachable. I can pick the tone. I want to be trustworthy. And I can do the same thing. Persona, and it is going to create 5 core topics related to that persona. That's how simple it is. And what Michelle showed to get similar results, it just depends on your preference. There's no right, there's no wrong. So this created 5 core topics based on Kathy's persona, which is natural remedies for solutions, healthy lifestyle hacks, sustainable living, in-depth explorations, and community building. And Kathy, I would love for you to drop, a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Is this, do these topics relate to you and your target audience? Because I think this is amazing. And we can do.
I'll just say something. It does relate to it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Yeah. So now we can do the same things that Heidi did with a persona. So we can build out, I could do the 30 days, or I could say, give me 5 subtopics or micro niches for each of these. And that's all I have to say, because I have a persona. Ruby now knows who I am trying to reach. So the time saved is going to be life-changing. How you connect with your audience is going to be, and just to remove that level of stress and that level of frustration, or to spark that creativity again, like Michelle said, I am, paralysis Pammy. So when I got Ruby into my hands, it truly changed the trajectory of my business and, quite honestly, my confidence. Okay. So I'm going to stop my share and we're going to wrap up. So I really hope that this workshop was valuable to you. I know many of you can probably relate to some of the struggles that we shared with you. And now you have solutions, right? Social selling and social media can be very distracting. There's a lot of things going on out there, but using Ruby can actually bring you focus and remove that frustration. So we really showed you some real solutions today that I hope will make your life a whole lot easier. So just know that Ruby is an AI platform, and what you saw today was just the tip of the iceberg. Within Ruby, you can create imagery. Heidi touched on, you can create music. You can You can do a lot of design elements within Ruby, and there's more things to come. So no more staring at a blank screen, right? Wondering what to post. No more wondering if you are aligned with your target audience, right? I love that Ruby handles that heavy lifting for me, from understanding who my audience is to generating more highly engaged social media content, right? So just so you know, Ruby is a very convenient subscription based model. There's no complicated pricing, there's no hidden fees. It's just a powerful, all encompassed AI platform that will take your social selling to the next level. So if you are ready to say goodbye to the struggle of social media, if you are ready to start seeing results that resonate with you and your target audience, make sure that you connect with a person that invited you to this workshop. They can get you all the details on how to get started. Trust me, this is one tool that you want on your side. So thank you everyone for joining us.